If you're wondering what price we can expect next on OP, or even what move we can do next, then you're at the right place. I'm going to show you everything so you can absolutely crush a chart today. I'm going to give you the targets, the next possible move, everything as I said, so you can absolutely crush a chart. So here, first of all, we're going to cover the waves as always. Okay, this is important in my opinion to really understand the context we're in on this coin. So I want to show you really all my account, what I have on this, so you can really understand why and what we can expect next. Okay, so let's pull first of all the higher time frame smaller wave maybe, so you can see really all the smaller wave. First, we'll have more likely here an ABC zigzag to the upside, then we'll have an ABC zigzag to the downside, and we'll have another ABC zigzag to the upside. Okay, for me the all-time high with the wave is here, and here we have an A, BC flat, so 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, not 5 waves, correction, correction, 5 waves, not an ABC zigzag, okay, ABC zigzag, so you have an A, BC, let me just pull the wave here, so you have this kind of bam wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you have a correction, then you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This right here is an ABC zigzag, okay? An ABC flat is when you do a 90% retracement, or you go and take the A wave route, more likely go into the 123 and 27 most of the time. So in that case, the small waves are a bit different. You have a correction, and then you have 5 waves. Okay, hope that makes sense. If you want to learn that, by the way, you have a free course waiting for you on the website, on the MOONCHARTS website, absolutely free, you can go and take this out. But anyway, so here, so ABC flat on the top, okay, and so from here, if we keep dropping, then what it is, it's simply a bigger WXY, okay, so I have a WXY like this. We have in that case a triple wave, a triple wave, a triple wave, a triple wave. Then what it can be here, it can be simply here, first of all, a WXY, okay, correction, it's simply a WXY. So these right here are the higher time frame waves, okay. So you have this W, X, and Y, and then here again, WXY as I explain it. Okay, so the thing is now, what we have from the very low, what do we have? We have a possible leading with a smaller wave of an ending. Again, be careful, sometimes it's very tricky, this kind of leading with a smaller wave of an ending, or some WXY, X, and Z. What I mean with this, it's simply when you have, so to speak, when you have, when I was drawing, this ABC zigzag, I told that you've got 5 waves in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the time you're going to get an impulsive, right? And here also you're going to get an impulsive. Now sometimes you're going to get a wedge here. What is this wedge? It's simply a leading if this is an A wave. Okay, so you're going to get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the wave 4 in that case can break the wave on top and stop between the wave 1 and the wave 2. That is a leading. And so it's a leading in an A wave, and in a C wave it's an ending. It's the same pattern, but the smaller wave are different. Okay, this leading and this ending can also be in a place. For example, here you have a wave 1, so you have to boom this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The leading and the endings, okay, so can be the leading here can be in the wave 1 of an impulsive, and the ending will be in the wave 5 of the impulsive. Okay, so you can really understand everything. Now the thing is, now you know where is the leading, where is the ending, what it is. These are some ways. Now the thing is, what is the difference between the leading and the ending? I'm going to draw this to the upside now. So we have the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take the case that this is a leading. Okay, leading like this. Oops, I added the perfect leading right here. Okay, and then we have the ending. So it's the same shape, but a smaller wave are different. So in the wave, in the leading here, what you're going to get here is simply 5 waves. You're going to get a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to get a correction. Bam. Then you're going to get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to get another correction. Then you're going to get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to speak, you have a 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, correction, 5 waves. Okay. Now in an ending, what do you have? Sorry, you have first of all an ABC zigzag, so 5 waves, correction, 5 waves here. Then you have another correction. Then you have another ABC zigzag. Then you have another correction. And then you have another ABC zigzag. See the difference? Leading have small 5 waves into the wave 1, 3, and 5, and an ending have an ABC zigzag in the wave 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so this is the difference between both, and also the place. An ending is in a wave 5, and a leading is in a wave 1, or an A wave, and here in a C wave. Okay. Now, sometimes in rare case, you're going to get a leading, so this, okay, that will take the same shape, sorry, as the ending. So to speak, we're going to get an ending, but this will be a leading. Okay, sometimes in rare case, we're going to get the same smaller wave. For example, here we're going to get an ABC zigzag, an ABC zigzag, an ABC zigzag, but this will be a leading. Okay, so this is, again, very rare, so normally we do not bet on this, but we do have the exact ending here. Okay, if we normally take the ending exactly here, we have the ABC zigzag, we have the ABC zigzag, we have the ABC zigzag again. So we do have the good shape here, but again, we start a push to the upside. So this will be a leading in that case with a smaller wave of an ending. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write some down below in the comment section. So in that case here, we have to have a leading, okay, as you understood. Now the problem with this is sometimes, because that's a leading with a smaller wave of an ending, if you remember good, so this is a hard to do. So it can be a W, okay, X, Y, X and Z. In that case, it's a correction to go more down. This is something you have to be aware of. In that case, if we have this W, X, Y, X and Z, then we are simply going to look for this right here, W, X, Y, X and Z here. If that is a W, X, Y, X and Z here, of course, we can make a bigger correction into the X wave. So to speak, for example, make a W, X, Y, you know, we have the W, X, Y, X and Z. So we can make a bigger W, X and Y, for example, into the X wave, but gonna make it very simple. If I have a W, X, Y, X and Z here, sorry, it's a correction to go more down. So we look for the Z wave mainly. And so in that case, we do not look only for a WXY, we look for a WXY, X and Z, and inside the second X we have a WXY, X and Z. Okay, so that's a lot of WXY, X and Z. Hope this is not too complex to understand. Really, if you have any questions, don't hesitate, and if you want to learn that, you have everything on the website waiting for you. But yeah, so this is in that case. So this is the second version, you know, if we have a WXY, X and Z. Now, if we have the leading, what we can look for, we can simply look for, and this is what I'm taking for the moment mainly. This is my preferred scenario. I'm taking, so the WXY down, so WXY down here is done. Okay, and so in that case, we look for this possible configuration here to the upside. If we have a leading, as I draw you earlier with the ABC zigzag, you know, ABC, we have 5 waves, correction 5 waves, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive, or we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending. So if we have an ending, I mean a leading first, we can look in that case for a possible ABC zigzag. And as I said also, we can also look for this kind of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because inside the wave 1, the smaller waves, just 2 seconds. All right, sorry. So we have the wave, right here. We have so the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive, or again the leading, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that finish that wave 1. So it can either be an impulsive next, okay, so the big wave here to the upside, 1, 2, 3, or 5, or an ABC zigzag. As I don't want, and I'm not going to be too bullish all the time or too bearish, I'm going to stay neutral. I'm going to take the ABC zigzag first. I'm going to give you all the targets you need to be aware of above and all the targets you need to be aware of below, so you can absolutely crush the chart next. I'm going to go on the level chart to do this. But yeah, so this is more likely the pan we can look for. We did a bounce, by the way, from a swing third pan. That was a target I was looking for on my chart, to be honest, but I was not trading this at all mainly, so I did not pay really attention to this and completely forgot to say that on this. But anyway, so yeah, we have done a swing third pan. So that's pretty cool. Now, yeah, if we have to make this C wave, we need to get 5 waves, okay, or as always, the wave 3. So to speak here, bam, if by the way we do the wave 3, I mean the impulsive here to the upside, what we can look for? We can look simply here for a possible, if I can catch that, that will be cool. If we do the impulsive here to the upside, we can do bam, bam, and bam. Where is the third low here? Right there. If we're in impulsive, okay, we can look for a 1618, 38-point retracement, so 1-to-1 extension of the wave 3 is 31618, and 1-to-1 extension of the wave 5 is the wave 3. I mean 20% of the wave 3 is 1618. But normally it's a 1-to-1 extension here we're looking at. So we should reach around $3 if we do a normal impulsive to the upside. Now if we're in an ABC zigzag, we just have to look for the MC extension first. We can remove that 618 because that brings us with a truncated. So MC extension right here. So 71, 76, and we'll have the 1-to-1 extension, 1823, and 1618 possible maximum trade. I'm going to give you really all the targets really in more details just after that. But yeah, so this is what we can look for really. So $3 if we're in the impulsive, and otherwise minimum normally $1.8 if we're in this ABC zigzag, because normally we should take that. Again, we can end with a truncated, so to speak, do a triple wave like this, but this is less probable as always. So to speak, do a triple wave like that. But in the third wave here, stop before the first wave, okay? But this is less probable, so we look for a new high domain more likely. Now in that case, as I said, what are the small wave in this? It's simply here a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2. Let me just pull some red waves. 2, a wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if we have to go really high, then we just look for a bam, the waves higher here. Okay, that's simple as that really. We look for such impulsive here to the upside. Once you have the 5 waves, okay, when you, let's say that you have the 5 waves already done, you pull retracement from the top to the bottom, so the wave 1 top, the red wave 1 top here, to the wave 1 root, and you pull your retracement target, the best ones. 38.2, 56.1, 86%, 76. We have as always 73% chance to retrace between the 56.1 and 86%. Now as always, if we're really going to push up very early next, we'll have more chance to stop on the 38.2. That's why be aware of the 38.2. Again, I'm not saying that this is the wave on top of the wave on top like this. It can absolutely go a bit higher. Then bam, it just to show you how you can do it. Then you have the 76. These are the 3 main targets really where you can, for example, buy the retrace. If for you these are 5 ways, and so you can look for an impulsive like this to the upside. Okay, hope that makes sense. So now the thing is sorry, if we do this ABC zigzag to the upside, if we do this and not the impulsive, then what we can look for? We can simply look for the WX, Y, X, and Z as I was talking about earlier, and just place the X wave here on that top. If we do a correction, it's to go more down. Okay, correction to go more down, to go in the other direction next. So in that case, we can look for that Z wave to the downside. If as always the second X wave here breaks the first X wave top, we are still in the C wave here. Then we just have to remove this right there. Then we just control the everything, so you can bam, perfect. So we can just simply look for a bigger W like this, X and Y. Okay, if really the second X of the Y double X Y I showed you before breaks the first X wave top. Okay, now yeah, this is a bit too early to say that, but just for people that really want to know everything. Now the thing is, what do we have here with this pattern right now? Okay, what do we have with this possible pattern like the triple wave, and okay, but that's cool. But what we can expect next? The higher time frame waves clearly at the moment are more likely this. Okay, if we do here the push to the upside, depending here if we get ABC zigzag or the impulsive, but even the ABC zigzag can get an extension here. But yeah, we'll take more the impulsive if we really push higher personally. Well, the thing is, I am more likely going to take this double XY here, so W, X, and Y like this. Big green green waves you can see here. As always, a wave cannot finish with 5 waves. Okay, this is really important to understand that. So if we have to be in that wave directly, then we simply have to look for a bigger. So again, be aware of that. We can do some ABC. We absolutely love to do this on that coin. So we can absolutely do some ABC zigzag with some extensions like this, for example. Yups, right here. ABC zigzag here. Don't pay attention to the show here, by the way. ABC zigzag here, just play that for to remind me, but it's not a show you have to take. It's a base of direction. But anyway, so here ABC zigzag. Okay, so we do some ABC zigzag. So be aware of that. This ABC zigzag is still valid. We can do a big extension and just finish it like this. It's possible. So that's why for the moment it's just better to look at a Y leg target. But the best really, if we have to make such a big move to the upside really and make a bull run right here in the Y leg, you can see we can still push higher than while being in a correction. This is still possible. The best will be really to not make this ABC zigzag, but to make a 5 wave like this. Okay, so the white 5 waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have done this, you just pull a bigger A wave, a bigger B wave retracement, and then you look for a C wave to the upside. Okay, this will be absolutely the best. Really the best of the best. Really the most really easy to trade. But yeah, this is what we can really plan for the higher time frame. Now again, if this is the ABC zigzag, then we just take this X wave and we just pull it a bit later, you know, with the double the XY, X and Z. If we do the Z wave directly, by the way, or if we do the X wave a bit later and then this Z wave a bit later. Okay, now of course if the X wave breaks the W root, then this is simply because this is not that configuration. It's simply because here as you can see we have the open above, so it's absolutely possible to be in such W, X, Y2. Okay, if we really have to take out the lows, this is what I'm going to take, but for now, as I'm looking for this possible leading here, I am not taking this right here mainly. I'm taking this mainly, so that's why I'm planning this double XY more likely. But if I have to go more down, then you know what we are. That's the most important. So the thing is, now we have planned all of this. That's pretty cool. So now let's move on the level so you can really get everything. So let's go on this Bybit chart here. Bam, and gonna just oops, I removed some few stuff there. Let's go on the 1 hour chart. I think it's enough. No, let's go on the 4 hour. It should be better. All right, here we go. So these are the targets really I'm looking for. So you even have, as you can see, the lower time frame. You also have here the lower time. So I mean, all the levels that you have on the chart here are important. Okay, there are some, of course, less than others. The ones that don't have squares on are just a bit less important. But for example, here I will be aware of that swing third pan because, for example, if you pull this right there, okay, all the targets you have where you have a square are some high probability targets where you can get some trade. right here. You do have, as you can see, a value high just a bit above the high here, so I will be really aware of a possible like swing through pan of failed auction like this. Okay, this is something possible, so just check out the direction when you're here. When I'm saying this again for people that don't know, it's just read and know the flow. Okay, if you read this, you are able to see what's happening behind the market, so you're able to recognize this is more bullish or more bearish, and so if you can take your trade, so you can make more informed trade decisions. If you want to learn that, you again have this on the website available for you. But yeah, so here first target really will be this. Okay, then the best of course and the best of the best will come in here with the monthly here down to the monthly negative path control with a confidence 6.66%. That will be really the first good target. Now if again we get acceptance above, oops, misclick at that, if we get acceptance above, flip everything into support, and bam, there is just no reason to take a short, right? We need to get a nice reaction here and a nice flip to resistance. Otherwise there is just no reason. If you get acceptance above, flip to support, then it's a flip to support to continue higher, right? So yeah, this will be the first target. Second target is the MC extension, really, with this nice value high. You can see how perfect this value high here is. Like this level is just absolutely insane. Look at this: resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support, flip, support here, resistance, and flip to resistance again. A bit of a front run here. So this one is absolutely key. Okay, so for example, if you break this to the upside, I mean, you can either get a flip to support on this continuation, or either get a flip to resistance, pull back, and continue through it. But in any case, that can give a possible short or long. Okay, you can see here, for example, flip to resistance and go through. Otherwise, go below. I mean, where is the other one? Like this. It was here. Now you just do a go above, flip to support, get long. It's not the best example ever, but here this is what we can get. Higher next if we do a flip to support. So this is the first real big target. Second one here, third one here, fourth one here, and we'll have then the last one until more likely nobody will have one more. But yeah, this one is not, yeah, this one is still okay, to be fair. Not the strongest ever, but still okay. Yeah, the thing is, these are all right here, all the targets you can see above. They're a lot, but all of these targets are very strong. I only added the strong targets you have on the chart right now. Okay, all the squares, the red ones, are the strong targets you have above. So all of this can give a high probability trade. Again, just don't gamble on the chart by shorting every single resistance because I placed some squares. No, just as always, do not place some limits. You mark it all this. You now the thing is, we don't have, you know, the first push up like this, for example, to be able to push more extension to and get some even more confidence. So here we're going to put an extension tool from the low to the top to the low to get some more targets and to be able to recognize which one are more likely to plays out even more. But these are already the big targets you have all the way up here, and you really have to be aware of. Okay, now to the downside. First of all, if you have to do a retest, for example, here you do a retest before the push, for example, if you look for the wave 2, bam, big support come around this weekly negative path trend weekly level. Now the best way to come back down here for the weekly down to the swing 30 pan right there of the lower time frame range. If there is no reason to take it along here on the swing 30 pan, there is no swing 30 pan or failed auction to speak of these lows, we're simply going to come back down, and here we have in that case a swing 30 pan of that low with the weekly level and some swing 30 pan here. You can see if there is again nothing good here for a long, we simply look for the next target, weekly level right here with the weekly negative path control, sorry, with the weekly level plus the value low here. And if we start breaking this, we're simply going to look for the next target monthly level with the confidence around. So to speak here below us, we have $1.10. Then we have 0.87 cents. I mean dollars really. Then down to 0.84. Then if we start breaking this, we have 0.74 down to 0.68, and if we start breaking this, we're more likely to look towards 0.55 to 0.48-47. Okay, these are all the, I mean, these are the 4 most probable targets for a long if you really have to go more down. And yeah, these are all the targets really above you have to be aware of. Now for the time, we're going to be able to recognize which one are even more the strongest really, even if these are already the strongest target on the chart right now. Because yeah, we're going to be able to get some more data, we're going to be able to pull some more tools on the chart to recognize that. Now something also you should be aware of, in my opinion, is simply this higher time frame channel. Okay, we went already below, but this is still, in my opinion, something that is well respected. I mean that can be respected, it's possible. Look at that, like you have, so if you pull it from that low, okay, to that low right here to that top, that brings us with some nice resistance. You can see here, okay, not the best, but you have still some possible. You can see flip to support here, okay, you have some few stuff over there. Middle of the consolidation gives some very nice stuff, as you can see here, and now the bottom was pretty cool. Flip to resistance, flip to support, fake out here, you just come back down here, flip to support, flip to resistance, flip to resistance, flip to resistance. So you can see here, this is a nice channel in my opinion. You have to be aware of, not the best one ever, but this is still something in my opinion you have to be aware of on the higher time frame for this asset. Anyway, let me just pull this back right there, bam. Yeah, we're good. So yeah, perfect. I'm just gonna remove that. So what you can do here is just place some assets just before the targets, and you just have to trade this next this base of direction. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any question on this asset, do not hesitate to ask me some question in the comment section down below. Otherwise, you can absolutely join the Discord server. You have some Bitcoin updates, you have some Bitcoin TAs here, for example, some dates we have planned in the future, so you can really add this into your calendar. You have some TAs on many coins, to be fair. You can ask, I mean, talk with everyone. You can ask me some questions also in this section here. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of different stuff here. That's pretty cool, and all of this, of course, is for absolutely free, except this apprentice section. Okay, but otherwise, all of this right here is for absolutely free. All the TAs, all the live update on Bitcoin, everything really is. For example, this was a plan yesterday I've done on the YouTube channel, and this is how it played, right? We've got a short trade. I told you, by the way, yeah, if you have the short trade, that's not something I'm doing often because I'm not a signal group, but this is not a signal group here, but yeah, sometime I'm doing. Where was this here? Personally, I took the short here on the retest. Okay, so on that retest here, because that first stop was not bearish, and so you've got a drop, so that's pretty cool, and went into a long target, and so yeah, from yeah, I'm just still holding that trade, and so we've got the nice bounce here in any case, first of all. But anyway, if you want to get such TAs, join Discord server. Otherwise, I'm live every day at 10 AM UTC +2 to give you my plan for the day ahead on Bitcoin. Anyway, have a brilliant day, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.